Hi.
Aloha and welcome to another episode of Hawaii Food Explorers. Today we're going to check out the Island Craves Food and Crafts pop-up at Waikele Premium Outlets. Let's go! So first up, we picked up a flying saucer. This is from Saucer King, and it's sloppy joe with cheese and corn, all stuffed into this little pressed sandwich here. So the child's gonna try it first.
It's a fair favorite on the neighbor islands.
Yeah. Bite.
Bite. Ooh.
Bite it again.
This is delicious.
You see the filling. So sloppy joe corn and cheese on the inside.
It's a very unique taste. It's very cheesy. You get that sloppy joe's flavor in there.
It's really good. I can see why it's a fair favorite.
This is like such a unique style of hamburger.
And it's so convenient because it's like a little pocket sandwich and you can just take it and eat it anywhere.
Now they sell them individually or three. And I would highly recommend getting three because one will not be enough. And if you're gonna get two, why not get three?
Yep. All right, we picked up some drinks from the lemonade squad. So first, the child is gonna try his regular lemonade. Good? Yeah? Lemonade is always refreshing.
It's a nice, tolerable lemonade taste. Not too pungent, not too sour.
Yeah.
Very refreshing. Very
Especially on a hot day like this.
Yeah.
I chose the lemon soda with leaking powder. So they have various toppings. Leaking powder is one of them. Leaking powder is the only one that's free at the moment.
And everything tastes better with leaking powder.
I like this. I like the little the bubblies and you still get the lemonade.
It's like a lemon soda. It's hard to describe if you haven't had leaking powder in things. It's hard to describe the actual taste of it. It has a slightly salty, slightly sweet, slightly sour. It's a great flavor enhancer, especially for these lemonades. This is their Ramune soda with leaking powder. Ramune soda is Ramune is a Japanese drink. Some people say it's bubblegum. It would be what they call soda flavor. So if you see things that are said soda flavor, it's generally something like a Ramune flavor. Not necessarily bubblegum, especially in Americans' minds. This tastes like Ramune. If you've had Ramune, it's like a Sprite with a little bit of a candy aftertaste.
Yeah, something like that. It's a little too sweet for me, but it definitely tastes like Ramune. The leaking powder adds a little extra to it. Not my particular choice, but it does taste good.
It tastes good.
They also have frozen drinks, so they have regular lemonade and you can add flavors to it. They have frozen lemonade and you can add flavors to it. They have soda, they have iced tea.
Okay, this is the Hing gummy bear.
Regular?
I'm assuming.
Regular lemonade with gummy bear flavor?
I forget. Yeah. Tastes like a melted gummy bear in some lemonade with Hing. Oh, it's a little sweet. It's a little sweet, like a gummy bear, but the flavor is right on. It's right on point. The flavor is right on point.
I don't really taste the gummy bear too much.
Well, it depends what color you're thinking of. It does kind of taste like that red gummy bear flavor, but the part that gets you, I think, is the lemonade mixed in.
Yeah. I mean, it does taste good.
I'm assuming that if you get this with soda, just soda water, it'll probably taste a lot more like
a gummy bear soda?
Yeah.
Ooh, try that next time.
Yeah, and maybe we'll try a frozen one. Because I saw some frozen ones going out, and on a day like today, a frozen one might hit the spot. Especially just a regular frozen lemonade would do it, but with all of those flavors, let's hurry up and do this so we can go back and get one. For the ride home. For the ride. Okay, this one is a little melty because I made the mistake of picking it up while we were waiting for food, and it's just really hot, so the ice melted. But this is a original milk tea
from Sama Sama.
From Sama Sama Tea.
And you can see the flan.
And we have flan instead of boba or sinkers. They also have like ube milk tea and other flavors.
Pretty good.
It is very good. It's not overly sweet. It's very, in fact, it's very, very little in terms of sweetness. You get more of a milk tea taste instead of like a sugary aftertaste. And the flan is just, it just dissolves. Once it hits your mouth, you just squish it and it's gone.
It adds like a caramel flavor to it. I don't particularly like things in my drinks. So
well, flan is actually pretty good because it's not really hard. So even if
I don't care.
If once it hits your mouth, it breaks up.
I'm either drinking or eating, not both. So I don't like to suck things that I have to chew up the straw, and then I have to chew it and drink at the same time. I don't like that.
I don't mind it.
He loves
I don't mind it. It depends what it is, though.
So the tea by itself is good. If I were by myself, I would just get the tea on its own. But when he comes along, there's an addition inside.
I figure
if we're sharing it.
People know what milk tea tastes like. People know what certain things taste like. Not getting anything in it is kind of a tragedy, because there are things that you can put in this that are not tapioca balls, not boba, not sinkers. And maybe in some places they don't have that option.
I enjoy it on its own as it's meant to be in the first place.
It's meant to be with boba, with sinkers, with tapioca, with something in it. That is the whole concept of this industry. Prior to that, you could get different teas and milk teas and things without anything in it. But now the concept has changed into this. So by getting it with nothing, now you're getting it as it's not meant to be.
I'm authentic.
Normally I drink my tea unsweetened, no sugar, no cream. But when in Rome.
Okay. This thing weighs about 5 pounds. I don't know about 5 pounds, maybe 2.
It's loaded.
3 pounds. This is the Longanisa fries from Hello Ono Grindz. This is the small size.
Yeah.
They have a large size.
This one also has a fried egg on top. Over easy.
Oh, he got the egg. Here's a Longanisa piece. Okay.
Don't forget to crack that egg.
The egg is under all of this, so let's see. All right. So, whoa, look at that. Beautiful waterfall of runny yolk.
Now we did come yesterday and we tried their birria fries, which were just amazing. So back again, Longanisa fries today. There's just, the toppings are just loaded. This in itself is just a massive meal.
These fries are a meal in itself.
What I like about this is, in my mind and ordering it, I was thinking Longanisa is going to taste great with this because it has that slight sweetness to a Longanisa sausage. Also tastes like a sausage, but it has that slight sweetness. Then you start mixing it with the guac and the fries and the egg. I mean, this, I don't know if we can finish this, truthfully.
This is a great combination. They said their most popular are the birria and the Longanisa fries. They also have a hot Cheeto fries, and that one looked pretty good too. When we see them again, we're gonna have to try that one. As if that wasn't enough, we picked up the Town and Country plate.
Oh, too big.
This is from Str'eats, and I guess it's short for Street Eats. And it has their jumbo shrimp, fried salmon, and terry beef.
In fact, it's char siu fried salmon. There's a lot of char siu bits on there.
Yeah. This is the jumbo shrimp right here.
Now, is that one shrimp or is it like a combination? Is it a
about
shrimp
to find out.
mix?
Like a shrimp dog.
Like a shrimp dog, huh?
There's pieces of shrimp in it, but
It's a shrimp mix.
yeah, like a shrimp cake, like a fish cake, but with shrimp. But there's definite pieces of shrimp in
There's
it.
definitely pieces of shrimp. And that sauce on there, their mayo sauce, is has a little bit of spice to it.
It's pretty good. I like it.
I would prefer a little bit less of the mayo sauce and a little bit more of the sauce, the darker sauce. Because by putting this much on there, you kind of take some of that shrimp flavor away. Like the shrimp flavor doesn't actually linger, at all. You get a little bit more of that mayo, the spicy mayo taste.
I'd probably get no sauce. If I order this again, I would just ask them to not put any sauce on it.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Or have the sauce on the side if that's possible. All right, some of the terry beef. The beef is soft. It's nice and soft.
This will be considered almost like a yakiniku cut, which is slightly thicker than thin. The sauce is pleasant. I thought it was going to be a lot sweeter just by looking at it, but it's not.
Yeah.
And I think this makes a great complement to the shrimp. If you had that spicy mayo on the shrimp, have some of this terry beef, goes well together.
All right, now for the fried salmon.
One more bite with the char siu because it's char siu fried salmon.
It's good. Noodles are cooked nicely. Nice char siu flavor. Not too oily.
This is some of the better noodles. Like a lot of places you find it, it's all stuck together. Either the noodles are overcooked so they're mushier.
Right?
But the amount of char siu they put on here really has that flavor in the noodles with the fish cake. They also have diced up kamaboko on here with some green onions. And all of those flavors go well together, especially with the nice texture of the noodles.
Yeah. Well done on this one.
Yeah.
So this is a great option, a great combo plate. They have their jumbo shrimp plate sold separately. They have a separate plate of the char siu fried salmon. And they had other types of plates there too, so check them out. Okay, we picked up a couple of empanadas from Guaiqueri.
Guaiqueri
Guaiqueri?
Empanadas.
Guaiqueri Empanadas. All right, sorry if I butchered that. They only had two options by the time we got there, cheese and chorizo. So see which one this is.
Yes.
Looks like chorizo.
I would much rather try the chorizo one first. I like the flavor. You like chorizo? Great. It's exactly what you imagine when you hear it. This chorizo isn't spicy at all. Has there's very limited spice in terms of flavorings. So you get the real heavy chorizo sausage taste to it.
There's a lot of sausage in it.
And that's great because chorizo just tastes good.
There's also the option to get this guasakaka sauce. I'm not sure what it is. It smells limey. Is it limey?
Cilantro, maybe some avocado, some lime.
I don't like cilantro.
It's like a guacamole without the tomatoes and a dipping sauce consistency rather than a thicker guacamole.
Very kind of nice to just like change up the flavor a little bit. I think it's definitely heavier on the herbs or whatever it is that's in there. I'm gonna have to Google it later and see what it is exactly. But it's pretty good.
For me, I'd rather have it without. If you get the cheese one, I think maybe you might want it just to have a little bit more flavor with the cheese.
Here's the cheese one.
Now, I'm saying this before I took a bite of the cheese now. But I'm thinking that's the way it's going to go with that.
I think there's more than one cheese in there. Let me get a better look.
Queso fresco?
Queso fresco. The cheese one's good too.
Cheese one is good. For some reason, I think you can go without the sauce. I didn't know it was going to be that much cheese in there. Although the sauce will change up the flavor a little bit.
Okay, we picked up some desserts from Chibi Confectionary. So we also went there yesterday, and he picked up some shortbread cookies, and they have various flavors.
We'll get to those a little bit later.
And they were so good. We went back again and got their s'mores.
For their s'mores, they have three options. First three options would be the type of cookie. It would be an original shortbread, a macadamia shortbread, or an azuki bean shortbread. This is the azuki bean.
Yep.
Next choice is topping on top of your marshmallow. Chocolate, strawberry, or lilikoi syrup. He was nice enough to put chocolate and strawberry on ours.
Because he couldn't decide. This one couldn't decide. So if you get the s'mores option, he actually makes it right there, and they lay out the cookies, put his homemade marshmallow on it, and he heats it up with a blowtorch and then puts the sauce on it.
This cookie is gonna be a little bit different. I don't know if a lot of you are gonna get the azuki bean cookie. Let's see, the azuki bean cookie is slightly purple, and it has a condensed milk glaze on it, along with the marshmallow and the syrup.
It's very sweet. I probably would have just stuck with the chocolate by itself. It tastes good. If you are a dessert person and you love your sweets, this will do the job. It adds more of like a gourmet flavor, gourmet twist to s'mores.
Only problem with the azuki bean shortbread is going to be a little on the softer side as opposed to the macadamia nut or the original. The textures are going to be soft and soft, but the flavor itself is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So here's a regular shortbread that they have. This is the strawberry one, so it's a strawberry compote, two-step process. Strawberry compote, that has to set, and then there's a slight glaze to hold it in place. But you can see how it's a little crunchier. It takes a little effort. Yeah. This is the azuki bean one with condensed milk topping. And when you break it, it's a little bit easier to break. I know you can't hear it, but there is less resistance on this. But by itself,
in our wrap-up room again to wrap things up. Okay, a little more about the Island Craves Waikele event. So that particular event looks like it's happening about 2 weekends a month, Saturday and Sunday, twice a month. So follow them on Instagram to see when the next one is coming up.
And it seems the vendors are different from Saturday to Sunday.
Yeah. So there are 2 days, but the vendors are not always the same. Some vendors are there both days, and some are only there one of the days. If you're looking for a particular vendor that's posted, I would suggest checking out probably their Instagram to see what day they're going to be there. So pretty much everything we tried there, though, was really good. Some things we tried for the first time. Actually, most things we tried for the first time.
Well, there was one vendor on Saturday in particular. I mean, Donnies BBQ was one that...
Yeah, so we went there on Saturday, and he already knew they were there by the smell. So he was like, oh, I know that smell, that's Donnies.
Sorry, other vendors. I started at the other end, and I just kind of went straight there.
So
Following the smell.
that's not the day we recorded the video though, but we do have a picture. He got the smoked pork belly.
And rib tips.
Yeah, and that was really good.
Mhm.
It's really soft and very flavorful.
Mm-hmm.
So highly recommended. So with all of the vendors there, I would suggest getting there as early as possible because a lot of them do sell out before the end of the event. Like a couple of hours or 3 before the end of the event.
Mm-hmm.
So once they're out, they're gone. Like some of them sit there and wait for it to be over, but they don't have anything. And some of them will pack up and leave. So if you're looking forward to a specific vendor, then I would suggest getting there earlier rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
They do also have a separate section inside the outlet mall in one of their retail spaces. And that's where they house all the craft vendors, as well as some dessert vendors and retail vendors. So there's all different kinds of things that are sold in there. We did pick up a couple of desserts. So we tried the Creme Brûlée brownies from Creme Brownee, and that was really good.
That was good.
Yeah, that custard or whatever it is on the top of there with the crispy sugar topping is really good.
We also got some small almond cookie bites. Those were very addictive. Melt in your mouth almond cookies.
From OG Treats.
Mm-hmm. And again, they're a vendor that kind of travels the craft fair and food truck scene.
Mm-hmm. They're really good. They also have vendors like this one that sells bath products. So this one is from Major Comeback. And she sells homemade soaps and homemade bath soak. So this one is a goat's milk bath soak, and it has Epsom salt, Himalayan pink salt, sea salt, baking soda, and goat's milk. And this one also has oatmeal. So they have ones without oatmeal and ones with oatmeal. So definitely give this one a try. And it comes with a little spoon for scooping into your bath.
Yeah, and her business grew out of COVID. Yeah, very nice lady. Soaps are not overpowering. So, I know sometimes you can get overwhelmed with a lot of the smells. And hers seemed very pleasant.
Mm-hmm. So Island Craves doesn't only have events at Waikele, they also have events in other areas of the island. So definitely follow their Instagram and see where the next event is going to be, because they usually have a lot of vendors that go along with them. So check them out and see them at the next event. And now it's time for the word of the day.
Today's word is food. Food in Japanese generally would just be tabemono. Tabemono. Tabe. Mono, things.
Eat things.
Things that you eat.
Tabemono. Tabemono. Food in Hawaiian is mea ai.
Mea ai. Mea ai.
Mea ai.
That I can use. Since we're always looking for food.
And that's a wrap for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below, let us know what you think, let us know if there's any place you want us to check out, and we'll see you next time.